Welcome back to another Nukes Top 5. In this one, we're going to be reacting to Nukes Top 10 scary ghost videos to make you cry like a little baby. I don't think I'll be crying like a little baby, but we'll give it a try. Like always, guys, the original will be linked in the description, so if you enjoy the video, follow the link back and give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this one, then give it a sub. Well, follow the link back and give it a sub. If you enjoy my videos, give me a like. And if you want to see more of my stuff, give me a sub. Let's go ahead and get right into the video, shall we?
Bucksgrave Road.
Friends,
David and Dell from the YouTube channel Signs and Signals are driving down a creepy back road called Bucksgrave Road in Carlisle, South Carolina. David and Dell say that when they were kids, they witnessed some very strange things out on Bucksgrave Road, such as odd, unexplainable lights and orbs. So, while driving down the narrow dirt road shooting some B-roll for their video in the car, they experienced something absolutely unnerving.
I think that's enough B-roll then.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste up all the battery already.
The camera's battery's getting is that?
Deal.
What the dude? I'm zooming in, I can't.
They're in a car. Couldn't they just have used a PowerPoint plug to charge the camera as they're driving?
Damn, what the f? What the f are you supposed to do? Ain't nobody supposed to be out here? Oh,
You guys are out there. Why can't they be out there? And you suddenly stop in the middle of a road like that. If I was that guy, I'd think you guys were up to no good.
that just walked in the woods.
You guys suddenly stop in the middle of a road out in the woods when you see somebody there. For all this person knows, you're grabbing a weapon or something to do something that isn't so nice to them.
Where's the headlamp at? The headlamp should be right there. Like he stopped. Did you turn off the light? Can you see in there?
No, I can't see.
I'm zoomed in. I can't hardly see.
Zoom in, don't zoom in, don't zoom in. It ain't gonna help, it ain't gonna help.
What the f?
Notice how the guy cares more about the zooming than actually looking through the woods for the guy.
What the f are you doing?
The content play.
Makes me think that it's just one of their buddies.
What the f are you talking about? The content play.
And I'm saying this guy cares more about the zoom, even though the other guy is the one working the camera. So instead of looking out at the woods, he was looking at the screen of the camera. Which means this is all a stunt to do a video. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against that. As long as it's entertaining, then it has value.
David, what the hell are you doing?
Hello?
I already tried that. He don't want none.
I'm trying to hear.
Oh, they're out there trying to pick up somebody. Okay, I get it now. I already tried that. He ain't want none.
You dumb motherfucker. Okay, come on. This is some dumb shit. This ain't even what we're supposed to be here for.
Dude, I couldn't hear or see anything out there. It's so pitch black.
Damn.
And what's the deal with the smile that was plastered on this guy's face most of the time?
Dude, go! Dude!
To this day, David and Dell say that they have no idea who or what the creepy stranger could have been. And paranormal or not, they claim that they have never been so scared in all their...
Yeah, we have no idea who the person with the headlight out in the forest was. It definitely wasn't Doug, who we later picked up and drove home in our back seat.
their life. So, did they encounter some creep in the remote woods? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this entire video and many more spooky
I do like how they set this up. I do like the sudden handprint, but I think it would have been better if it was like a face or something instead of a hand. The guy just shoves his face into the glass. He's like, hello, wanna be friends?
moments over on their YouTube channel, Signs and Signals. Neighborhood Watch.
Okay.
Sarah Marie and her husband Bobby are having an afternoon get-together with some friends at their home in Florida, when suddenly they...
I never really got the deal with multiple names as one name. I can understand first name, middle name, last name, and Thurflex or whatever you want to call it. Like, I technically have 4 names, but single names like Sarah Marie or Billy Bob, I never really got those.
spot something very odd at the neighbor's house across the road.
Comes back the other way. Why? It looks like somebody's peeking through that window, the one that's open.
Now recording?
Yes! Yes! There's nobody in that house. There's nobody at all. Nobody. That
I didn't know they could be that visible now.
This
That's what I was saying.
A strange shadow can be seen quickly moving back and forth in Sarah's neighbor's home, freaking out everyone and even seeming to upset their 2 puppies.
Puppies aren't upset because of the house. The puppies are excited because of her. You can tell that just by watching the video. They're running up to her. Apparently, whoever that person is in the other driveway is the primary caretaker for these puppies. Well, for these dogs.
There's nobody in that house. There's nobody at all.
Sarah explains online that the home belongs to an older woman whose son, sadly, had passed away. Worried about the older woman's safety, Sarah calls her neighbor, but the woman says, I'm not even at home right now. So who or what could this be?
The fact that it's moving that quickly makes me think it's excuse me, either something added in or maybe even something on a TV or something, or it's just moving too quickly across the window.
I leave it up to you to decide. The Ghostly Guest. Over on the Japanese YouTube page, Kuroshiro channel, an anonymous paranormal
Borrowed another cup and having some coffee because kind of tired this morning.
investigator Shiro, who always wears a mask, sets out to investigate an allegedly haunted hotel room somewhere in Japan.
I wanted to do it last night, the recordings last night, but too drowsy. I was starting to nod off before I even started the videos, so decided to do them this morning after I woke up.
The investigator
Luckily, my dad talked to me on the phone and asked me if there was anything I'd like. I said, yeah, cup of coffee, please. And he's like, okay. And then told me he'd get me some. This is my coffee cup here. Kind of dirty. It needs to be cleaned. But I use it for drinks, cold drinks. Originally intended for my dad to come and pick this one up to get me my coffee, but he just let me use his. I don't really drink coffee often. More of a tea guy.
says that recently a man's life was
I haven't drunken tea often lately either.
taken in an extremely violent and barbaric way in one of the hotel rooms. Since then, the room is said to be haunted. Shiro plans to spend the night to investigate. So Shiro sets up a few static cameras and a motion and voice activated toy dog. But during the investigation, the motion sensing toy begins to act very strangely.
え、何の音？
Woof woof means no.
え、いやいやいや、それはないわ。どうした？
On second thought, maybe the dog is saying woof woof means yes. Okay. That's a weird toy.
おい、え、何これ壊れてんだけどマジで。待って、落ち着いて。
The dog is just like, where's the leg? I want the leg.
一回電源切るか。
Okay.
今また電源つけました。あ、おかしいだろマジで。これやばいなマジで。ここは本当にさ。
A little shaken up, Shiro resets the toy dog and continues to investigate. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Okay.
え、どんとなった。え、ちょっと待って。今動いてたよね。
What moved?
そのさっきより開いてない？この音だった。
I'm surprised. That looks like an older house and there was no creaking at all from the door hinges. It must be pretty well maintained. I like to see that.
うわ。いないんすよ、マジで。やべ、帰ろうとしちゃった。
Okay.
待って、今めっちゃ人いたんだけど。もう影見えた。
I actually missed the figure because I was looking more to the right of the screen. And I'm guessing the figure was in front of the door.
映ったかな。え、てかこれいつ消えた？
Ooh, that's bright. I've never actually used a bidet. Are they effective? Do they actually do a good of a job at cleaning as wet wipes do?
From the corner of his eye, Shiro sees the hallway door slowly open by itself. But when he goes to check, there's no one there. When he turns back toward the hallway, a frightening dark figure can be seen standing right in front of him. Shiro recoils in shock, tripping over his own feet. He quickly grabs his camera and gets back up, but the figure has just disappeared. Shiro believes that he might have captured the angry spirit of the man whose life was taken in the hotel room. But some of Shiro's viewers think that the apparition looks more like a woman. Perhaps
That's a freaking blanket. That person grabbed a blanket and put it over themselves. What the hell? These guys are hilarious.
even the vicious entity responsible for the man's death. But what do you think? You can watch Shiro's entire investigation over on his YouTube, Kuro Shiro channel.
Watch out for the vicious entity. beware. He's got a safety blanket. That's what they're called, right? Safety blanket or shelter blanket. I don't know what you call them. Just a second. Sorry about that, guys. Need to start locking that door.
Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Lights out.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there is very little information available on these next videos. The clips were recorded by a group of friends exploring an abandoned building somewhere in Kazakhstan. But what they capture is truly bizarre.
Нет. Опять убери надолго. Если я куплю, солю, я вас подумал. Он двигается. Много будете говорить, я Софи.
Санька?
Присаживайся, дорогой.
Может быть, это игра в цвет. Сейчас может просто все решится.
That did look weird.
Играй. Нихуя нет.
Смотри, еще раз надо.
Убирай теперь. Ничего нету.
Астафрулlah. Бля, вот вы, конечно, нашли в плане? Он вот тут же был.
Now, what do you know? A bunch of jackasses. They should have left somebody outside to record at the window from when they went in.
A dark shape-shifting figure can be seen in an upstairs window. But what makes this footage so creepy is that the apparition only appears when they turn
Okay, that was a person that just turned sideways, and at first I was thinking that was some stairs or something, but I'm not sure now.
away their flashlight. When the group heads inside and upstairs to investigate, they find nothing there. The guys seem skeptical and just kinda laugh off the creepy experience, even though they can't explain it. But who or what is this? Let me know what you think. The Cumberland Gap Inn. The historic
I think it's just a guy wearing a hoodie. I was in the dark room.
Cumberland Gap Inn in Tennessee is said to be extremely haunted, with hotel guests reporting many strange and unexplainable experiences. Lonnie and Neil from the paranormal investigation team Tri-State Paranormal Investigators decide to spend the night in one of the inn's most haunted rooms in the hopes of capturing anything supernatural. And they do. Shortly after setting up 2 static cameras, they capture something on video that is right out of a horror movie.
I can recreate this. It just requires pulling down on the blanket. Growing up with my old man like I did, and you have to consider that my old man was right. My grandfather was a Navy drill instructor, so it was hammered into my dad to always do perfect. He doesn't do a lot of stuff the way it's supposed to be done, but when it comes to making a bed, it's hospital corners tucked in all the way up, all of that completely done every freaking day. So, yeah, this scene here is just first off, the bed made properly, and then somebody pulling on the blanket on that side over there.
Wake up. Seemed like the bed moved again. Changed the water to turn up and turn off.
something invisible seems to sit down on the edge of the bed right in front of Neil. Shocked by what he just witnessed, he calls out to his team member, who quickly joins him. Now, after several attempts at
that wasn't somebody sitting, that was just somebody pulling on the blanket. The indentation would have been different if it was somebody sitting.
trying to debunk what they've captured, Neil and Lonnie have no idea how the mattress could have sunk down in such a way, especially since it would require a great deal of force on the bed. So could this be paranormal evidence that the Cumberland Gap Inn is haunted? You decide. Guardian Angel. Only a few months ago, TikTok user Tana Witt went through a devastating tragedy when her brother suddenly and without warning passed away. Tana's brother was incredibly close to her family, including her 2-year-old daughter, Evelyn. One night, Tana and her daughter are home alone when something happens that shocks Tana to her core.
Okay.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Notice how the little girl only started doing that after the mom said, "Who are you talking to?" And it seems like the little girl's ignoring the mother, but it seems like this was set up to where her asking that triggers the girl to do this. I hate it when people use their children like this.
Who are you talking to?
To the point that she actually coached her to such a degree.
Evelyn. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Evelyn seems to be talking to someone that we can't see. And creepiest of all, a whispering male voice can be heard that seems to say, "Uncle."
Who are you talking?
Sounds like an enhanced breath to me. They enhanced it in a way that made it sound male, of course, but just sounds like a breath.
To?
Even stranger, baby Evelyn seems to have heard the voice as she happily shouts "Uncle" over and over.
Who are you talking to?
Tana believes that without a doubt her 2-year-old daughter is speaking with her deceased brother, and that Evelyn is being looked after by her loving uncle from the other side. The Tainted Temple. Popular urban explorer Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill sets out to explore the abandoned Masonic temple in Cleveland, Ohio. The temple was built in 1916 by Freemasons, a secret society that is shrouded in mystery. Freemason members.
The Freemasons, the most publicly known free society in history,
have included politicians, scientists, writers, and many of the world's cultural elite. Throughout the many years, it has been said that the Freemasons hold secret meetings and perform strange cryptic rituals. Some have even made wild claims that certain Masonic rites and ceremonies include a sacrifice. The Cleveland Masonic Temple shut down in 1969 and has been left to rot for over 50 years.
Okay.
Chris attempts to record and capture the architectural beauty found inside the building before it's gone forever. But he quickly realizes that he might have made a terrible mistake.
Something touched me, I swear to God. I swear to God, I feel like something just touched my back. I don't know if it was my book bag flopped on my back or what. It scared the out of me, I swear to God. And there's no water drips. Yo, that scared the out of me. Okay.
The guy just got done saying he has a backpack on his back.
Let me calm down.
Chris says he feels like something is touching his back, but there's nothing there. After collecting himself, he continues to scout through the abandoned building. And this is when things get weird.
Door just closed. What the hell no.
I think I've seen this one before. Yeah, seen it before. I reckon it was the fact that this guy's trying to seem like he's a badass by kicking the door when there's no real need to. Normally when people need to put on a show of being tough, they're not actually tough.
Did you see it? Right before the door slams shut, a creepy face can be seen quickly moving back behind the door. But when Chris opens it, it's clear that there would have been no room for anyone to stand there behind the door. And the room is empty. Chris is shook, but he continues on. Later, just before he leaves to go home, Chris goes back to check the mysterious door one last time. And he captures something truly bizarre.
I do not remember closing this door. Hold up. It's when I left this.
Wait a minute, is that a women's bathroom?
Did I close this door? I cannot remember. See, this is getting creepy, man. For real. I can't even open the door. What the hell? Hello?
Maybe he's had already been through this place, and as we can just see, the door has trouble opening when it's completely closed. Maybe that's why he kicked it. Maybe he was expecting it to stick and it didn't stick.
This is really weird. It's closed again. Maybe it is the wind. Closing it.
Right after Chris says hello, a faint voice can be heard saying yes.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
So just what do you think is going on at the abandoned Masonic temple? And is it possible that strange Masonic rituals led to the lingering supernatural activity?
I think he has a buddy with him and they're putting on a prank or a show.
You can watch this entire exploration and decide for yourself over on Chris's YouTube channel, Urbex Hill.
Okay.
Keep a knocking. TikTok user Maru75 from Germany claims that one night he heard some very odd sounds coming from his living room. When he goes to check it out,
And a little tap
things
keeps
take
getting
a terrifying
a bit of
turn.
coffee on my forehead.
Maru hears knocking from the glass back door, but as he looks, he spots some dark figure moving behind him in the reflection. He spins around, but there's no one there. He turns back toward the door, and the figure is gone, and the door has mysteriously opened by itself.
I think I heard creaking.
So, is it real? Or is it just very clever video editing? As always, I leave that up to you to decide.
I think it's just a few cuts. It's not even clever.
Three's a crowd. Now, this next creepy occurrence was captured by 3 different paranormal investigators on the exact same night. John from the YouTube channel Exploration Unknown, Tim from the YouTube channel Breaking the Shell, and Josh from the channel Southern Afterlife.
There's a group. Of course they're going to catch it all together.
The 3 guys are all investigating an abandoned farmhouse in Kodak, Tennessee, called the Kelly House.
If they're there as a joint venture, then it's not 3 different groups. It's 3 different groups put together into one to do an investigation. So it's still one group.
The house is now part of a large...
Not to sound angry about that or anything, just the way they put it is wrong. They tried to make it seem like the 3 people are independent from each other, and since they're here together in a group to investigate the place, they're obviously not independent.
Wooded area designated as a bird sanctuary, but that wasn't always the case. The Kelly house was built sometime in the late 1800s and bought by the Kelly family in 1917. Now, honestly, not much is known about the history of the house, but many visitors claim to have heard strange unexplained footsteps and voices inside the home. Some have seen eerie shadow figures, and scariest of all, multiple people claim to have seen the eerie apparition of an old farmer wandering the property. So, the 3 ghost hunters decide to spend the night in the old abandoned Kelly house to see if the spooky stories are true. All 3 of the ghost hunters are recording, all at the same time.
Okay.
Josh hasn't been here, so he's going to go in first this time. Look, guys, you're watching yourselves.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow.
Not long into their investigation, all 3 guys are recording when John captures something downright chilling.
Alright guys, so I got the REM pod set up. So if anything comes near that, it'll go off. And this is the new box. You probably saw it in the last video. I don't have a name for it, but it combines an EM pump, ambient temperature readout, and it also acts as an echo box. So if you can come up with a cool name, drop that in the comments.
Wow,
but we'll be using that later.
What he said.
That's cold.
Pretty cool.
Okay, guys. They're setting that up. But I'm
Can't
in
wait to see what this house has to
You can see
say.
the little planet. I think it's Saturn. It's next to it. It's bright. Wow, that is beautiful. Oh, somebody's coming out. No, it's Tim.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you ruined my moon shot, bro.
Oh, man.
I already got it.
You get that moon bow?
It's beautiful, man. Okay. All right, guys. We've got the K2 meter over here in this window. We're getting things set up. All right. And then in here, we got Josh on the porch.
Okay.
Now, all 3 investigators can be seen on video at this time. Josh is on the porch, Tim is outside in the field, and John is strolling through the house. No one else is there with them, but John accidentally...
I don't believe that there's not some sort of technical guy or luggage carrier with them. I don't believe that at all.
He captures an unknown 4th figure. Someone or something walking on the landing up on the 2nd floor. Now, John didn't even notice this bizarre shape at the time. He only saw it later when he watched his footage back for editing. But that's not all. Because while Tim is outside in the field looking at the house from far away, he too captures something on the 2nd floor.
Okay.
Now let's go in.
Tim also sees a dark shape that appears to be wandering the second floor. Josh, who's outside on the porch, eventually decides to go back inside after hearing some strange noises. And he also captures, well, just watch closely.
There's none out here. Tim's out there. There's nobody out here.
All I saw was a
Except for
light.
Tim. He's down at the edge of the yard. There's nobody out there, man.
No.
Except for Tim out there.
Where's he at?
He's out in the corner of the yard.
Oh yeah, I saw his light out there a while ago.
Did you see it? At the top of the staircase in a room to the left, again something dark appears to be watching and then slowly ducks out of sight.
With
three
that,
separate and
in the way they're walking, I'd almost assume that's just a shadow.
distinct captures of
Because it slowly fades away as they're walking.
the shadow figure, and all three
So it would meet what a shadow would do with the light going forward, of course.
investigators accounted for on camera. Could it be that the historic Kelly house is haunted? As always, I leave that up to you to decide.
I think they have other people with them to do the manual labor, and maybe they had somebody upstairs setting stuff up.
You can watch all three investigations on the YouTube channels Exploration Unknown, Breaking the Shell, and Southern Afterlife.
Okay.
Night at the Museum. Nate Ratterman and his wife Kaylee own and manage what has been voted one of the most haunted
Help, I'm being haunted by a T-Rex.
museums in the world. The Museum of Shadows, located in Omaha, Nebraska. The spooky museum shows
What was it that Conan said? Egypt, home of all kinds of great wonders of the world. Ancient mummies, ancient artifacts. They're just, you can see them all. It'll only take a small trip to like the London Museum or something. I butchered it. I completely butchered it.
showcases over 3,000 allegedly haunted artifacts, including a few very creepy dolls with even creepier stories.
Is this the Warrens Museum?
One of these artifacts is a doll named Ada. The story goes that when a family moved into an old house, they found Ada in the attic. Creeped out by the doll, they threw it away immediately. But 2 years later, Ada came back. The family found the doll right back in the attic where they had originally
I have returned from my 2-year journey. I will now sleep in the attic again.
found her 2 years earlier. Now completely freaked out, the mother of the household took the doll and threw it in the trash again.
Yeah, because if the first time doesn't work, of course the second time will work. Just throw it in the trash. Don't bother burning it or anything.
Only hours later, and the woman found the doll halfway up the driveway, almost as if Ada was slowly crawling her way back home. The doll was
I don't like dolls. Creepy.
then obtained by the Museum of Shadows. Ada is kept in a glass box to keep her from escaping. Over the last 5 years, Ada has been witnessed and recorded seemingly trying to get away again. This is some of the creepy footage that has been collected.
I wouldn't say she's trying to get away, more like she's trying to get home.
On multiple occasions, Ada has been captured moving by herself. These are just a few. And as if that wasn't creepy enough, Ada has a few friends in the museum who seem to join in on the fun.
I'm not sure about this. I'd have to be able to look at and examine the doll, see if there's anything on it that will make it able to move. I can easily recreate this, but unless I can actually see the doll and examine the doll, I won't know for sure if that's the cause or anything. It's too easy to make a chair rock like that. I'd never look at that as any form of evidence. It's too easy to fake. Especially since the thing here seems to be mostly the chair and not the doll at all.
Ada and the other dolls have become incredibly popular attractions at the museum, with many visitors claiming to have seen them move with their own eyes.
Okay.
But the dolls aren't the only things that move around in the middle of the night. Sometimes when the sun goes down, it's almost as if the museum comes to life.
Again, the fact that it moved towards the stairs, automatic questionable point to me. The chair deal there would be the hardest to explain. Not that I couldn't recreate it, but it required more effort than would normally take just to move it. It's a good thing that they made it turn like that. It basically shows at least they weren't lazy when they were doing the setup. Lazy like with this one.
But the strange activity is not limited to just the night. Sometimes it happens right in the middle of the day.
Yeah, with the wheelchair thing there, I could recreate that with 2 strings attached to it. Could be somebody pushed the door, could be a strong gust of wind, any number of things. Let me go back real quick, just a little bit. I'd almost say it was a gust of wind. Or not. One more time.
It happens right in the middle of the day.
No, not a gust of wind. I'm judging that on the girl's hair. I was looking to see if wind came through the opening of the door and made her hair flow. Now, the thing is, the girl in front of her might have blocked the air from hitting her. So I can't be sure, but it doesn't seem to be a thing of wind, so it could just be a person opening the door. Looks like a piece of the chandelier broke.
So with 5 years of recorded footage and countless real eyewitness reports, Could it be that the Museum of Shadows is haunted by the thousands of cursed artifacts kept within its walls? And would you go to a haunted museum?
Yes,
Tell
I
me
would
what
actually.
you think.
Yes, I would actually. I'd like to see all the stuff in it.
To watch much more of their paranormal evidence, head over to the YouTube channel, Museum of Shadows.
Okay.
Thanks so much for watching. If you listen to absolutely none of the rest of this, please hit the subscribe button and click the little bell icon so you never miss an episode.
Already long subscribed, my friend.
Because my posting schedule is crazy and I'm sorry about that, but this way you'll never miss a video. Please follow me on the Instagrams here, on the Twitter here.
Sorry, Instagram I don't really do. Twitter, well, X now, I follow some people on that, but it's mainly VTubers.
And I'm even starting to post some new videos on TikTok.
I've never even gone to the TikTok website. I've watched TikToks, but only on YouTube.
Anyway, I hope I see you back here again for the next video.
Definitely. I love the opening. You know, I kind of wish he'd take that sort of music and different backgrounds like that and just make like a 8 to 10 hour video of only those so people can use to sleep to. Okay guys, that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.